Today's going to be an exciting one because we're finally going to see if all of this has been successful or not. There's a whole lot going on here, so I'll try to walk you through it. This is the IMA battery out of my Honda Insight. Well, actually, this is the one out of the parts car. This was sitting at like 0 volts when I got it. It was completely dead. And I sent after getting my grid charger back from being repaired, I also bought a discharge harness which uses this light as a load to discharge the pack. I cycled it about 6 or 9 times, I think, with long soak charges between those. And the last charge showed, I think, 4,600 milliamp hours. So I think this battery might actually be viable to put it back in the car. So we've got, this was my bench harness. It's just got positive and negative leads to connect to the battery. And you want to go before this relay here, so like here, and then also on the negative, and that is how that works. And then it's got, fan connector and temperature probes, outlet temperature here. Uses that to control stuff. I mostly did all this at night so that the battery didn't have really a chance of overheating or anything. So now it's just time to throw it in the car there, and we'll start it up and see if it works at all or not. So this battery pack weighs about 60 pounds, 70 pounds. So while we're waiting for help, I need to clean some stuff up. But also while we're talking about electric vehicles, look at my new lawnmower. I got this thing for free because the charger over here, battery chargers are just a running theme. The charger had the tip cut off, and the battery life just wasn't adequate for the previous owner. But I think I can definitely make some use out of it. This actually isn't the biggest battery they make, and I think this one's got some issues because when it gets down to 2 bars, it just stops working. So I think a new battery might be the order of the day at some point. I am completely sold on these things because it's just so quiet. It is so quiet. It's kind of difficult for me to do this with one hand, but let's see here. And there it is. It's going. Absolutely wildly quiet and no vibration. So the battery might not last as long, and it bogs down pretty easy in longer grass, but it's so pleasant to use that I'll probably just mow a lot more frequently with this thing once I get another battery. Let's see if we can get into this Insight. I think I've got all my relevant connections here done. The IMA computers are hooked up, the main voltage is hooked up, the fan, all these plugs over here. So I think if I grab my my welding glove here, because paranoid, I think I can now throw this switch for testing purposes. Just hoping there's no big sparks. Okay, I'm alright with that. Let's go hook up the 12-volt battery and see if this car will start. Nah, I'm just going to call that good enough. So before, this would throw an IMA light immediately. I heard lots of contactors just then. Ooh! It IMA'd enough to do an IMA start. I don't know what just fell down, but now it's going to charge and relearn the battery voltage level. So I can just leave this idling for a while it figures its life out. Well, good news. It is showing a full state of charge and no IMA light. So I need to put the rest of this back together, actually get the pack bolted down. And the real test is going to be how this holds up to a heavy current draw. I mean, sure, while just sitting here, the pack can show as good to the car, but there's also a very good chance that as soon as I start to draw current from this, it's going to fall flat on its face. So I need to put
I need to bolt the pack back down. I need to get all the bracing installed again, the foam and whatnot, put some trim back in place, and get this thing together enough to go take it on test drive. Also, I have about 40 vehicles I need to move out of the way in order to make that happen, but hey, we'll get there. Maybe it'll actually be cool outside by the time I'm to that point. Man, this thing's kind of annoying to back up because the rear end is narrower than the front, so you keep on angling it wrong, and it takes like multiple tries. Okay, assist is working properly. I got a little bit of assist just then. This definitely has like the best AC of any car that I own. Out on the road for the first time in months. We've got assist. Got a decent amount of assist even. And regen. It's regenning, okay. Promising start, promising start. Let's give it a whole bunch of his full assist. No lights, no issues. And we're regenning. see behind me I still have some work to do, but I think that does it. That seems to be a win so far. The car is running again, it's assisting, it's regenning. I've got a bunch of interior parts to put back together, but that's all just plastic Lego stuff, so I'm gonna go drive this thing a bit more. Thanks for watching.